Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 26 of Requiem,
Hello.
our D&D campaign. Yay! Say hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi guys.
Dad
Fuck.
told me to say hi. Hi.
That's better. All right. So, without further ado, we're going to jump straight into the recap because today we have some time constraints. So, last we left off, our heroes broke free from prison. They were imprisoned in a cell with Grime, Violet's ex-wife. And after a little bit of discussion and a fight that was interesting, and in which Violet said some things that were meant to hurt Grime, and then Grime said some things that were meant to hurt Violet, and just the great tension between people that were married and now aren't, whilst the new girlfriend of Violet was just there to see. They broke free from prison. They were imprisoned by a strange group of mercenaries that was following them by the dozens, maybe even close to 100, that highly respected their ability, or respected their ability enough to actually commit such a great number of people to stopping them. But still, that great number wasn't enough. Through the combined efforts of our heroes here and Grime, they managed to defeat the 4 mages that were watching over them in their cell to try and nullify all their magic. They stepped over them. An entire room was left seeing rainbows, literally, after Emily charmed all of them. And then she rock blocked them inside that room where they were seeing rainbows. Then Haj'Draal dropped his fog and allowed for Violet and Vesper to combine their talents. Violet with her ability to listen in to people's hearts and her blind side, and Vesper with her spinning staff of doom, as they waltzed through the building and through the fog outside. It was in that moment that a great act of murder was then committed by the cleric that ended up leaving him disturbed after he dropped ice shards on top of 15 individuals, slaughtering them in the middle of the streets. They ran. Nobody gave chase, as they were in the more difficult zone of Owaza, the capital of the Soul Empire. And then, by the port, this river port around which Owaza is built, this sprawling city of many different colors, not just rounded golden domed peaks, but sea greens and blues and oranges and reds, just an incredibly diverse place. It was in the docks of this place that they planned their next move. They realized that they didn't have any objective here, that they were sent here originally. In the very first episode, the very first time that Emily met this group, they were sent here, but they weren't given an exact objective. And realizing the fault in that, they aligned with Grime and her objective, to kill the Grand Arcanist of the Soul Empire, a vision given to her by her god, the god of greed. They got on a boat. On that boat, there was some more awkward conversation, as Grime bestowed a gift from Ketri, Violet's adopted daughter, onto Vesper. A ring of a promise that Vesper made to protect Violet and to heal her should a situation arise. They traveled through this river over a day, or the rest of that day. They slept through the night. And then on the next day, I mentioned that they would arrive in the morning, but I lied. they will arrive at night. I found the place in the notes. If you guys remember in the last episode, I couldn't find the correct time.
So we already slept?
You slept once, and now you're going to arrive at nightfall at the place.
Okay.
Can I don't remember if you had a choice to like prepare spells, but can I prepare spells ahead of the sleep?
If you have slept already, so technically you can change your spells over if you want.
Okay.
You're saying
thanks.
echo.
There's echo? There is. There shouldn't be any more.
Oh.
I fixed
Is it fixed?
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you to the one who said that.
Thank you, the one.
The one. Listen, Al-Gaib!
Listen,
So, oh god. Anyway, so there's this period of time in which you guys are traveling through the river, noticing these strange fish and other creatures that are moving through it, and also noticing the dense vegetation on the banks of this river that extends still very far from it, although at about 600,000 feet from the river, it starts waning a little bit. The river is, in some chunks, kind of built like a canal, dug so that the river may pass, but other parts it does feel like a natural course. And so, closer to nightfall, the vessel stops. You see Grime talking to the man who owns this vessel, and then after that, she moves up to all of you, mentioning, we're gonna have to go on foot from here. Vessels are not allowed close to the rift. Alright, and she jumps over into the water and swims to shore, to the riverbank.
Let's go.
And we don't even dock the boat.
No.
We just jump
Nah.
off.
My instruments, no.
I carry Emily above the water.
Oh my
Sure.
gosh. How do you swim though? Like, you're gonna...
Tail.
Tail. I'm a rudder.
As you swim to shore, you look in the direction. You see in the distance that ivory tower, multi-tiered and square, kind of like multiple blocks stacked on each other, that just get increasingly thinner as it stretches into a golden peak. You continue on, moving a little bit deeper into that direction. And you notice through the vegetation, because you enter this like deeply, almost jungle feeling space in which there are giant leafed brushes and fern and palm trees, even some shorter palm trees. You push through these plants, and you notice that in between you and the tower, there's a large rock structure, like an enormous arch, and there's something floating at the center of this arch, this stone arch. But from this distance, it's difficult to see. What do you do?
Something floating? Like,
Yeah, there's.
we can't
you
really
can't
tell...
Exactly, it's a shape. What you see is like a almost circular shape.
Okay.
From this distance. There's something floating
But
in the
it's not
center of this
glowing.
arch. It doesn't glow. No. It does gleam a little bit. As the moonlight kind of glosses over it, you do see a glim, like a shimmer, almost, but not. It doesn't have its inherent, like it doesn't have a radiance or a glow that it emits.
Can I make like an arcane check to see if I know anything about
Sure,
this?
let's do for an Arcana check for me, please.
Okay, I warmed up. I got a 20 in my first roll, so
This one should be good.
foil it up. Cringe. I got a 1. Natural 1.
See, dude, this is why you don't, you just shut up. Haj'Draal, it is difficult for you to know exactly what that is, but it's funny because you feel like you should know. It's something very oddly familiar to you, but there's just a block in your brain right now that probably a concern in you, Haj'Draal. There's probably a concern that you are in the right place. There's probably a concern that whatever you do in this situation, that you're really actually helping, that you actually needed. And in that moment, your faith shudders a little bit.
Damn.
You are close to getting an insanity point.
God damn.
Very close.
I got crazy because I didn't remember an object. This is cool.
And you killed a bunch of innocents.
Yeah.
That part's not important.
That don't matter.
The only reason you actually don't get one is because this is a check to remember or to know what an object is. That is the only reason. But this made you an inch closer to it. And right now, you're at the brink. Yes.
How many feet are we are from the arch?
From the arch, right now at this moment, you are probably a good 1,500 feet away from it.
1,000?
Yeah.
So and do we feel that the
Maybe
the
more.
orb or the thing is right in the middle of the arch or beyond the arch?
No, it does feel like it is, like, the perspective is kind of awkward and weird. It does feel like it's in the same plane. But it's kind of difficult from this. I would say that this is actually probably closer to a quarter mile away from you. You're gonna have to walk a little bit before you can get a good look at this. And it's also difficult because you have to understand that there's vegetation blocking you right now. You can try climbing to see if you can get a better view, but it is still pretty far away.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Grime. Sorry, yes.
I was gonna say, is the arch part of the tower?
No,
Or
this is
it's separate?
it's between you guys and the tower. So the arch is slightly offset to the left, right? And then the tower is beyond the arch. And you see, like, the tower is something that you see quite well. Especially the moonlight shimmering on its top, like and reflecting off of the complete white structure. You see it quite well, but you can't quite measure the size of the tower since you are, so far away. And once again, like, the perspective in between these two things, it makes it difficult for you guys to know exactly how large they are.
I'll ask Grime. Do you know anything about this building?
What building? The tower?
Yeah.
Other than it being the Grand Arcanist's home, I don't know much. I do know about that. And she
The
points at
orb?
the arch.
Oh, okay. Tell us.
That is the rift to the water plane. And
Wait, but there's no water coming out of it, right?
you don't see it from here.
Okay.
And she continues, I also hear that it's heavily guarded. That's why no ship is allowed to pass on from that point.
Do we see any guards from here?
Vegetation blocks the ground view.
Do I see any vegetation, like, move slightly?
Roll perception check for me.
27.
There is movement around you, but you see these as you kind of begin adjusting to the sounds of the jungle around you. You see these on the treetops close to sort of some of those the trees that kind of have vines dropping over them that then crisscross with other palm trees. It's just this mix and match of vegetation. You notice this small monkey with very kind of large hands that is kind of peeking over, then hops to another tree, and it has like oversized hands, and as it opens them, you're kind of fixated on this for a moment. You see that it has membrane in between its fingers, and then you notice that it has kind of the fur kind of on its face begins to fuse into scales and into these fins that kind of remind you of Haj'Draal even. These strange kind of fins that it has around its face with like these very large eyes. And then the body itself is a mixture of fur, wet fur, and then scales. And it does seem to have gills as well, and a nose. And it's just watching you, and then you look and you see another, and then another one, and then they scare themselves and scatter away and jump into the deep of the forest. So there is life in this, or excuse me, jungle. There is life in this jungle. And it seems to be strangely altered from what you would expect. Maybe due to its proximity to the elemental plane of water.
Okay. I will try. Maybe we are too far away. I'm gonna say we can get a little bit closer, and I would say me or Vesper try to climb a tree to sense the
gaze of
surroundings,
Yeah.
the vibe.
The jungle vibe.
The jungle vibe.
I should play some Tarzan songs today. All right, so you guys want to move closer. Very well. You continue.
As they go, I want to. So they're gonna go, both of them, right, on their own.
I don't know, because if you want to get
Aren't
close to what to have a good view, you're going to have to walk for some time. They would have to be very far away if you guys were to stay back.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think
Okay.
it's
We
good to
can all
use
go
split.
and go as stealthily as we can.
All right.
Yeah, I only got the. I thought that you were like just gonna climb on a tree ASAP. Okay, I understood now.
No.
Right.
Let's all roll stealth checks for me. Haj'Draal, reminder
That's gonna
that
be
you,
fun.
due to your plate, have disadvantage on.
I know that I suck ass at this, so I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Well done.
I'll try to see if my god can finally help me as my as my faith falters, and I rest my hands very softly on my armor, and I try to concentrate myself
Let's
with
do
the guiding of Haj'Draal, the Dalgar.
You're gonna guide you're your own god. Yes.
Guide myself. That's very empowering.
It
Okay,
is,
so
actually.
So wait, just to
Stealth
remember,
check?
guidance gives me a 1d4 exactly. So okay,
Exactly, yeah.
So-
1d4 extra.
Oh my god.
3. Well, yeah, that's a 3. Oh, 3 again, 6.
Very well.
Surely.
Everyone else, what did you get?
19.
23.
23 too.
All right. Give me a moment.
I was gonna ask, Mick, don't you have to roll
Wait,
again?
Fish, your
mic
microphone is
kinda
crackling.
Ah!
Yeah.
Is it
it's
good now?
crackling. No.
No, it's still crackling.
Ah!
Oh no.
she's destroying papers.
Yeah, she feels like she's crumpling paper.
Yeah.
Right?
Or frying bacon.
Frying bacon.
I got completely distracted. What was the question? Sorry.
Now
No
you're
sound.
muted. Nope.
I think she's dissing you, Wanya.
Yeah, she might be telling me
No.
to fuck off or
Oh
something.
no.
Oh no. Oh.
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 You're back.
Is it good now?
Nope.
No.
Still crackling.
Am I paying my...
Wait, it's
Weird, 'cause it just
better now?
started.
It is?
Yeah, it fixed
Yes.
itself.
Wait.
I think it's my internet. It has been very
Oh,
not good.
Oh.
So yeah.
it's
But
fine
yeah, I was
now.
asking.
We're fine.
Mick, don't you have to roll again?
Oh yeah, a disadvantage. He rolled a
Oh,
3,
yeah.
so
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
It's already a first.
hey, I can get a 1.
yeah, true.
4. Yeah, see. Fair enough. Would have been
Not-
so funny if it was a 3.
All right, so you guys move on through the forest, as slow as you can. Grime actually rolled a 2, and you hear the clanking of armor from Haj'Draal and Grime behind the rest of you as you're moving stealthily. Scare away any creature in here. There's just movement in the forest all around you as they click, click, clink, clonk, click, clonk, click, clink. But there's not much else that tries to get in your way. You walk for a good 20 minutes.
Can I just, while we're going, check if we have any kind of... I wouldn't say, like, cameras, but any kind of magic watching us, or people, or anything?
For magic, you would need something else to be able to verify that, but for people, you can roll a perception check for me.
Okay.
I'll help her.
All right, advantage if you want, or roll independently.
Perception. A 7 and a 9. Perception. So 13.
No one seems to be watching you. You only hear the sounds of the forest at night. And the water. The river. But you continue on foot following that river and you approach the structure. Now you get a better look at what this is. But with all the vegetation, it would perhaps be wiser to climb up and see.
Okay.
I won't make you roll for climbing up a tree when you guys are as high level as you are. So I will say that whoever wants to climb up the tree, you can be up there.
I'm gonna go with Vesper, and then I'll help her.
All right.
All right, then I'll give Vesper guidance as well.
Very
May
well.
Dalgar guide you.
You climb up the trees, you grab onto vines, you push on through. You guys aren't, or well, Vesper is now, but Violet isn't necessarily strong, so she uses her agility a little bit more to hop in between branches until you finally reach the top. As you push past the canopy of the trees and you peek on through. Vesper, roll perception check with advantage, add a d4 to it.
Holy fuck. I don't think she needs
No.
any more.
+4.
So-
27 plus 4.
Whoa.
So that's a natural 20 for a total of 31.
Thank you,
Uh,
advantage. and
She's gonna
thank
see
you-
the souls of that.
I
see everything.
think you see, like, you see 5 people above you looking down at you with dice on their hands at this moment, controlling and puppeteering your actions. But what you do see actually, around that structure, soldiers stationed. A lot of soldiers.
How many? It's a natural 20. How many exactly?
We'll get there. They have defensive facilities installed around this. You see ballistae. You see cannons. You see those other ballistic type things that you don't quite know what they are. It's like a mix between a ballista and a cannon, and there's you see with a natural 20, you see runes on some of them kind of glow slightly. But they don't have like strings like a ballista has to load it up. They're just there. They are on stone structures, on wooden structures. There's actually a full defensive fort established around this arch, and you see in the center of the stone arch a perfect circle that occasionally just oozes out a drop of water. This perfect circle is blue-ish, And as you look at it and you kind of move your eyes, it seems like the circle kind of adjusts to you in order to always look two-dimensional from whichever angle you're looking at it. There are 2 platinum towers raised on either side of this giant orb that has to be close to maybe 150 feet across in diameter. It's gigantic. And there are 2 platinum towers on either side of it that seem to be projecting something. At least you, Vesper, you notice that the air is kind of fuzzy in between these 2 platinum clawed towers and the orb at the center. And you notice that with your 31, as the drops of water fall down from that circle, they fall onto another circle. And then they just kind of vanish. If anybody proficient in Arcana here could roll an Arcana check for me.
I'm not proficient. I have a +1.
Is anybody proficient here?
Mm-mm.
No?
Half.
Then you're... Well, you have half proficiency. I'll let you roll it then, Emily.
I think, Mick, don't you have half as well?
Half proficiencies are only for bards.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, because I have like almost
Jack-
everything half.
Jack of all trades. Yeah.
I'm smart,
Grime
not really,
rabbit.
but an 8.
An 8. Yeah. Never mind.
We are in water Mordor.
Yeah. Now, Vesper, you do detect another important thing. Around this entire fort structure, that, by the way, projects its walls. So there's the stone arch, right? The fort is built around the stone arch, and on the side of it, that or the walls that connect to the river, because the river seems to be starting beneath this orb. You see a dam or a floodgate, like a very large one, the whole width of the river, which seems to be also helping controlling the flow of water that comes out of the elemental plane of water into this river, or to form this river. You notice the torchlight. By the torchlight and by the size of this thing, you guesstimate that this fort must have close to 100 soldiers inside.
We're not going that way.
There might be more, right? There might be more. You can't see inside the building. You're just number of tents that are set outside, number of torches on the walls, estimation of movement in kind of the courtyard of this fort, which is the area kind of at the edge of where the river starts, like at the bank. There are some buildings there. Just for the structures around the stone arch, you're guesstimating that, okay? Now, the tower, from here, your goal seems to be 2,000 feet away, beyond this. And you also notice that in between the forest where you are and the fortress, there's like at least 500 feet of deforested area, cleared so that the walls can see. But on a natural 20, on your right, to the right of this, so that the path that goes to the tower, it is still possible to follow in the jungle. So you detect a possible path covered in stone and some vegetation that will allow you to get to the tower on this. A pretty safe path. But there's more, because you rolled a 31, so I'm just blurting out all the information, okay?
Give me everything.
Around the tower, you see torchlight. And it seems that there are also soldiers camped around the tower. They do seem to be camped. You see wooden structures, you see tents. So this is not ultra setup prepared defense like this here, next to this place. Which implies that Usually they're not there. But they are there now. What do you guys do? There's all of it.
See like an entrance to the tower?
So, it's far away from you, but you see that the tower is raised above this sort of a more rocky desert portion. And the encampment is set at the only point or the only incline that gets there. So the entry to the tower is either through the camp, or you have to go around and try to climb a pretty steep and tall cliff to reach the tower. And still, you are not sure if there's anything behind there.
Right. Okay. So our best bet, best
Vesper can
The
not
path.
talk anymore. Natural 20.
I learned
over.
too much.
Yeah.
My brain is full. So yeah, the path, I guess, is our best way to stay in the jungle to get closer.
Oh yeah.
We like wrap Haj'Draal in like leaves and stuff so he's quieter.
I'm not sure how that would work.
You know, just like stuff
can-
some like padding in his armor. So
We
it
can
doesn't
remove
move.
his armor and put in the bag of holding, and then we give the armor back when we reach there.
I mean, I already rolled, so I mean, I don't know if that would change. What about Grimes? Would she also like get naked just to stealth around?
I mean,
I don't mind
it's
getting
easier-
naked. I've done that in front of Violet a lot of times.
Hey. Grimes
I
sounds
forgot
manly.
what I was going to say.
I did.
I got so embarrassed now. Oh, right. It's easier to cover one failure than two. So,
What was that?
Expert math there, honey. Expert math. Two bigger than one.
no, in this case, one
Emily
better
just
than
casts
two.
silence on them and then turns it off.
Constantly casting silence as we go.
Yeah, Emily spends all
Yeah.
her spell slots in silence.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
walking around the guard just hear silence, and then another 50 feet silence.
I will also say that although you rolled a natural 20, Vesper, at this distance, details of the camp are hard to pick, so if you are closer, you will obviously know a little bit more.
And we're
But-
still a fair distance away from the big encampment, right?
You are, I would say that you guys stopped when you were around, I would say 300 feet before those 500 feet of exposed land.
Deforestation.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to get to that alternate path, to the safe path, so to say, do we have to like get close to them, or can we just like take a detour?
You take a detour. It will require you guys to stealth up again. Because Vesper notices the watches on the walls are about as attentive as they've ever gotten in any place you guys have ever been. They seem pretty
Where's the
serious about
swagger?
this. Yeah, they seem pretty serious about this. So even though you guys are far away, if they detect a glint of armor or pink in the in the vegetation from the moonlight, they might see you. So it will require you guys to still stealth on through, but her noticing that this is possible guarantees you that at least you have a chance to stealth through, and you're just not gonna have to create a distraction and run, right?
So if I remove my armor, is there does the trajectory of the stealth change?
You will
As
not have
in-
disadvantage. You will not have disadvantage.
And
if
will
you
I
remove
roll
it.
again?
Yeah, you guys. I will
Okay,
have to.
then.
You'll have to roll again.
Well, Haj'Draal will reluctantly remove his armor. I mean, I'm not gonna be completely like on my underwear, but still, it's weird to.
I will tell you. So it takes a long time to remove full plate.
Yes.
But I will say that you guys take like 10 minutes for you to get the bigger chunks. And
Yeah,
I will clear the disadvantage that way, just to avoid potential embarrassments. Also, you're getting you're getting undressed in the middle of the forest. There's like leaves touching you and bushes and things, and there's
I've
mosquitoes.
been through worse, baby. It's all fine.
Can I make like some camouflage, like, you know, cover us up with some branches and like leaves and stuff?
You wanna take some time to do that?
Yeah,
Hey.
I want to do it because I know makeup.
Yeah.
True.
Oh
Then
shit.
Go,
Uh,
Emily.
whoever wants to roll a survival check, either with Emily or give Emily advantage, or Emily gives someone else advantage, roll survival to first gather materials.
I really am good at survival, so can I roll too, or do they have to roll?
No, I can give you advantage, for example.
It's either it has to be Emily and someone else, or Emily giving advantage to someone else.
I have +2, so
I have +5 in survival.
you
I have
get
+7
advantage.
in
Oh what?
survival.
No, you get advantage.
You get it. No. You.
Well, fuck
I'm
you,
proficient
Haj'Draal.
in survival, yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Vespers
Okay.
of the Wild.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's roll.
Let's put our brains to the test.
17?
17 is pretty
Oh.
good. You
that's
you managed to gather even from fruits that you squish, that you kind of recognize are these kind of strange, juicy, exotic fruits, kind of like a purplish mango or a darker colored pineapple with a softer outside. You remove the juices from it. You put it in sort of a paste, and with Emily's assistance, let's see what you guys can do, or Emily can do it. Emily, actually, since you will be the one camouflaging, I'm gonna give you this role. I'm gonna allow you a choice in either performance or dexterity, a straight dexterity check, to put this up on your friends.
Performance. Here we go.
Let's do it.
Please. 29.
Hey.
Let's
Go.
fucking go.
We are the jungle.
You guys are the jungle, and since with Emily's help and with all the materials that Vesper has collected, you guys now have garnered yourselves advantage in these stealth rolls. Grime has also taken out her armor, put it in her own bag of holding, and is ready to receive all the makeup as well. This is pretty awkward when you do it to her, Emily. She seems to be oddly enjoying you doing it, but not
Why?
not in that way. Not in that way.
Really?
It's more of a power over you thing.
That makes sense.
Hmm.
Man, I want to punch her. Jesus,
Well,
I constantly want to punch her.
Don't worry, Emily is not smart to the point that she can't even understand this. So
Yeah.
she's just happily
She's just having
painting.
fun.
Yeah.
This is arts and crafts with Emily.
Yes, makeover time.
Just one thing, as Haj'Draal is now like with his like equipment a bit lighter now, and he's all camouflaged and painted and shit. He looks a bit embarrassed, and he says like after a sigh, he says, "How do I look?"
I can see who's talking.
And Haj'Draal still remains a bit let down, and he says, "This is not a very dignified look for us."
Grime moves over to you and places a hand on your shoulder, and she goes, "Loosen your butt cheeks, Dragonborn. This is for our survival."
I don't think you've noticed, but I've never been this loose in my entire life. And I look around like I'm literally with no armor, almost no armor right now.
She laughs at you and then moves away in the direction of the path that Vesper has spotted. Do you guys all now move?
Yes.
Very well.
Let's go.
So you move for around like 15, 20 minutes more at a pretty speedy pace across the jungle, until you reach that portion that begins to curve into the direction of the tower. It is going to take a long time to traverse this entire place. So I need you guys to roll stealth checks at advantage, all of you, for me, please.
25, natural 20.
Holy fuck.
19.
27.
I wanna guide myself again, please.
Do it.
Especially
do
in this time of weakness. I need all the help. Please, Dogger.
this time of weakness, dude.
Okay. Stealth advantage.
Yeah.
Go.
Yes.
Okay, 18. Nice. That's the dirty 20.
Dirty
Nice.
20.
Good.
Dirty 20. Okay, give me a moment. I want to confirm something. I memorized Grime's stats, but for some reason yeah, she has a -1 on dex. She rolled a 12. But with the natural 20 and with all of your high rolls, you're pretty confident as you move along this space. And Haj'Draal surprisingly out-stealths even Vesper, which is unexpected, but yeah, apparently as he's looser, he's moving a little bit better and a little bit more quiet. And it seems like the armor was indeed holding him back. So, you approach the tower. After this long journey of around 30 or excuse me, around 10-15 minutes again, you begin slowing down. The vegetation kind of begins to descend almost on you. The height of the canopy is kind of lowering as you go, and you move more carefully. The tower, now above you, stands impossibly tall. What would be our real-world equivalent of an Eiffel Tower. You see in front of it, in this path that climbs up, as Vesper had pointed out, this kind of twisting path that climbs up a hill. You see a palisade, a wooden wall made of spikes that are pointed forward, with 2 watchtowers at its center and a gatehouse, and guards with torches on them. Since you are watching it from down under, from Australia, and you look up across this hill, you notice there are just in the immediate vicinity around 5 tents, like large tents. And you also notice that the guards seem to be more spread from where you stand now, so which is almost directly in front of it, just a few, like 100 feet away from the deforestation area here, which is also present, but it is only present dead center towards the tower. Around it, there is still vegetation. And you can't quite notice or can't quite see how many guards there are, but whoever would like to take a little bit of a risk to look, I will allow a perception check to either climb up a tree if you want, or to just peek out towards the edge of the jungle. Whoever would like to do that, I'll allow that. Yes.
I want to peek.
You want to peek? All right. Then please, since you are the stealthiest, it actually, with a natural 20, it actually makes kind of sense. Go ahead and roll perception check for me.
I want to peek too, by the way.
10.
Go ahead and roll perception check for me, Haj'Draal.
Do I still have guidance? How long is it? It's
As a minute, it would have been gone.
it's okay. Okay, perception, right?
Yeah, perception.
Normal. 26.
So Emily, you immediately notice on a 10 that there are, just at the gates, there are 2 guards on each watchtower, and then there are 2 guards immediately in front of the gates. These are wooden gates. They don't seem to be reinforced in any way. It seems to be almost assembled very quickly. Okay?
How many there at the gates?
2.
2.
2 in front and then 2 per watchtower.
Mm-hmm.
But then you, Haj'Draal, notice inside of the tower, there must be in immediate, sight, 20 of them. In immediate sight. You see that they are moving right now in patrols of 5. So there's 5 of them patrolling this area, this kind of incline that climbs up to the tower. 5 of them. On a 26. It was 26 that you rolled, right?
Yes.
On a 26, you also notice. So, as I mentioned, deforested area is straight in front of this incline, and kind of the path that leads to what looks to be the front of the tower. But around, there's still vegetation. And you notice on what will be your right side, so the north side, you notice a torch glow amidst the jungly vegetation.
I relay this information to Emily that's right next to me, like I point to stuff to like kind of help her take notice of these things. And then as we regroup, I also relay this information to the group.
How far from us was that light in the jungle?
Oh,
Approximately?
that would be like maybe 150 feet away. It's hard for him to tell, so you can estimate like from somewhere around 150 feet. It's reachable in a short amount of time. That's what I mean.
Did we actually see an entrance to the tower? Or
Yes.
not yet?
Yeah, you see the gates to the tower seem to be right in front, or behind, I should say, of the whole encampment.
I'm very sussy about the light that's in the forest, though. Like,
How
why it
tall
there?
are these walls around the tower?
Oh, not very tall. They're around like 15 feet. They're not very tall. It's you increasingly get the notion that this has been established recently. And the walls, for clarification, they only block this path that goes up on the incline. They don't block like everything else surrounding the tower. They are just around or in front of the path that leads straight to it.
To then.
When Vesper watched with her natural 20, did she see any underground passage?
She couldn't at that distance. Quite impossible. She's still, a regular mortal. Or not regular, but she's still a mortal.
She could. I'm not saying like the actual passage, but an entrance to an underground passage.
It would be difficult at that distance.
Because what I'm thinking is, should we go through the front gate of the castle of the tower?
Seems like the most dangerous and brazen path.
Mm-hmm.
Did we see any window so far?
On the tower?
Yeah.
That is an interesting question that you ask. There do seem to be windows. They don't seem to reflect light the same way that a window usually does. They are very small, narrow windows that are kind of just across giant sections of the tower. And you begin to question, actually, if they are windows or just like glass that is dull and placed there for decoration. They are of a strange blue color that is kind of like dulls the light of the moon that slaps on it.
Okay. So, what do you guys want to do?
So, in my head, why is there torchlight in the jungle? Why is that there? Is there a guard that's just slacking off? Or is he actually guarding something that's there that we can't see?
Alright, just went to pee. Let's wait 5 minutes.
Damn, that's a fucking
Bathroom
long
break.
ass pee, dude.
It can be poopy.
It can be poopy. A little poop.
Do you wait 5 minutes to see?
Yeah.
What?
Torch glow is still there after those 5 minutes.
Might be a path. Like a marked thing. For the guards or something.
Or it can be an underground passage.
It could be an underground passage.
I don't like that it's light.
With enough luck.
Can
But
I?
we only saw one light, right?
Yeah,
Where?
well, he only detected one on the right.
Can I feel any movement underground? If I touch the ground and I place my ear.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
need another perception check from you for that.
Can I
since-
help? Since
Sure
I-
thing. You can roll the penalty or give her advantage.
I'll give.
Better
I
in the
give
back.
everything.
26.
You listen in. You hear. And you on that roll understand that this is probably just the faintest hint of noise from the marching of the guards in the encampment,
Okay.
but nothing that would indicate movement immediately underground. But just the fact that you do detect them marching does just speak to their numbers and
Okay.
to how coordinated and organized they are. They don't seem to
Haj'Draal.
be the regular run-of-the-mill city guard here.
Mm-hmm.
Haj'Draal sees Emily putting her head in the ground, says, "Are you listening to the trees?" What?
I was checking if there was something under us, but yeah, there is. There's dirt.
Haj'Draal
Emily.
looks down, and he looks back up. Well, you're right, Emily. Thank you.
No problem.
I did not think of that.
Bless you.
Thank you. I would say let's go near the lights
Far.
just to see what the fuck is that. Not go right there, but long
Go a
enough
little
or
closer.
near enough to what's that, and no one sees us.
We only have 2 rings, right? Yeah.
Of disguise?
Yeah.
Indeed, there are 2.
And Grime doesn't have one, right?
Grime does not have one, but you
Does she
could
have
ask.
disguise self?
You can certainly ask.
Graham, do you
Grime?
have anything to disguise yourself?
No.
Oh, fuck you.
Because we're 5 and the guards are patrolling in groups of 5, right? So we could
Yeah.
pretend, but we don't have any way.
That would be cool, like 5 of the guards completely uncoordinated.
No, we
Except
would,
for
like,
one of them.
roll-
One of them will be perfectly on beat, and that will be Emily.
I am capable of swaying people to our side, though.
What do you mean?
My god allows me to sway people to become friendly to me, or to do as I command for 8 hours.
Oh, I can do for 24 hours. And I
think
just flip my hair.
This isn't a competition, because if it were, you would not be alive.
I become very pale, like, and I start sweating. Like, oops.
Grime, don't threaten the child.
I'm just having fun.
I know, but she's a
Sensitive.
child.
She's not a child. Ketri's about her age. Ketri can take these. She should be able to take them too.
Have you seen Ketri's mothers?
Right.
Should we go?
Let's go.
Go where? Go directly?
No,
go
not to the
near.
front door.
Grime takes off!
Go near the lights on the
Paw.
jungle.
Yeah.
Alright.
Stealthily.
I'm gonna let you guys keep your stealth. Actually, I can't. It's been too long. I'm gonna have to have you guys roll for stealth again. You still have advantage if Haj'Draal... Grime has put on her armor again, because we're danger close. So if you want to put your armor up again, Haj'Draal, you won't have advantage, but it'll be at a straight roll, because there's still camouflage on you. I would say.
I was thinking of that. I don't want to lose all my AC.
Alright, then just a straight roll from you, Haj'Draal.
Alright, stealth.
18.
Okay. half
Everybody
point.
else has advantage.
Oh shit. Okay. I roll again.
21 for me.
Natural 20 for me.
24 for me.
Okay, I
What?
want to use guidance on me, please.
Go.
Yeah, because I'm gonna fucking need it. It's a 5.
It's not gonna save you.
Hey, 7.
Well, Grime's turn. That is an 8. Fortunately, there's a natural 20, a 21, and a 24 here to even out things. And you guys, I would say, help Grime and Haj'Draal. You move to the side, and you head towards this light that you see. And you notice, like, in between the vegetation and the leaves, you notice that there's like a cliffside that reaches up to the tower now, to the platform where the tower is. In this region, it doesn't seem to be too tall. Like, it doesn't seem like it's not climbable where you are right now. So you head towards that glowing light, and you see that it's getting closer and closer to that cliff. And then finally, you're able to peek and look, and you see 3 guards standing in front with torches, standing in front of what seems to be... Hold on. Oh god. Never mind.
Look into the light.
It went away. You see 3 guards protecting what seems to be kind of like a... Do you guys know how rift stones look in Dragon's Dogma? So these like boulders that are cut slick on one side, and then they have runic carvings on them. There's a very large one that they are standing in front of that seems to be glowing with this like faint blue glow. The runes do, with this kind of faint blue glow. And you see 3 guards standing in front of it.
Like,
Does
magic. Check that. Does he
yeah, does
recognize
any
that?
of you can know what the fuck is that?
I mean, I can try Arcana/history check.
I'm gonna say who, if you guys want to roll for Arcana here to figure it out, the only ones I would allow it would be the casters. So Arcana check from Emily and Haj'Draal, or from one of you with advantage, whoever you prefer.
What's
No
your...
history? No music history?
No, this would have to be Arcana specifically.
Okay. I have +1, and you as well, right?
Yeah, same.
I'll give you advantage. I
Okay,
trust.
let's see if I can redeem myself.
Yes, please.
11.
You
Well-
don't know what they do.
For this.
Shit.
That is too
It's a
low.
stone.
A bad day.
Then now, mind you that this stone and the guards are kind of on a platform that is almost like halfway between the ground and the platform on which the giant tower is standing. So they're on the cliff like halfway to it. So they're about 10 feet up in a stone outcropping. And you notice another one come from behind it that is wearing robes. Kind of like, you see in the light, like these yellowish robes and a hood. And has these bracers, these gloves that are filled with stained glass. They have these stained glass patterns of multiple colors shining in the torchlight on both of their bracers, or gloves and bracers that extend kind of over there.
Are the
Vesper,
bracers any similar to the ones we got from the other?
not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
Those were kind of silvery. Vesper has been in Oaza. I will allow you a history check, Vesper.
Okay. Try. 5.
You
I
don't.
spent
You
my
don't.
20s.
Yeah, you don't recall what they are, but there's something that tells you that, like, these are special. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
because of the gloves, right? But you can't quite remember who these people are.
The robed person is only going around. It's just
Yeah, it seems to kind of be patrolling around it. Yeah.
Haj'Draal will whisper towards Grime and say, "I have no idea what that is. Do you have any clue?"
Let's see if she does. She rolled a 3
She rolls like shit. Every single
for
roll.
a
What the
total
heck?
of 4. She goes, I haven't the faintest fucking idea.
Well, you said you are pretty good at swaying people. Maybe you could show off a little bit, no?
Yeah, maybe I could. There's a risk to it though. They might resist it.
Good thing we're good fighters. I turn to the rest of the group and I ask, what do you guys think? What do we do?
I'm just
Theoretically-
concerned.
I was gonna say, theoretically, if we start a fight, what are the odds of the other guards hearing it?
Depends on how quick you are.
I can cast silence.
Yeah.
They won't hear it, but then we can't really cast any spells inside. If, it has like a verbal component.
Okay. I have a plan.
Okay.
Okay. How in diameter? Which win were?
Queen?
how many how many feet
Yeah.
is the rift stone?
Oh, the rift stone. It is quite large. It is about, I would say, 2 Haj'Draals tall.
Okay, so
Tall, and then
How-
wide. It's about like I'd say 7-8 feet wide.
so from the pattern of the robed person,
Mhm.
is he going behind the guards or in front of the guards
Oh,
when he's going around?
he's going behind the guards. He's just circling the stone. Seems to
Okay,
kind
just
of be,
circling.
yeah. It seems to sometimes crack his knuckles and place their hands behind their back and just circle around. Seems to be kind of a patrolling motion. Occasionally, you also see the guards kind of extend the torch deeper into the jungle, looking down. Seem to be
Okay.
actively searching.
And the 3 guards, they are all in the same side, or are they?
They
Scattered.
are. So there's one in front, then there's one to the side of this platform, to the left side of this platform, and another like a triangle shape in front of the stone of this runic stone. They are in a triangle shape, kind of
Okay.
looking.
So I would say Emily casts silence.
Mhm.
I'm speaking very, very.
Yeah.
I'm whispering.
I would assume that with guards there, you wouldn't be yelling your plan out in the middle
We're
of this.
gonna kill you!
Hey, never doubt Violet's plan making.
Emily casts silence, and the moment the robe guy is where the other 3 are not. So you said that they are in a triangle, so there
Yeah.
is a side that there's none.
Exactly at the back.
The moment the robe guy passes there, me and Vesper knock him out. Is there a chance? Can we see
would
if
you do
the
that?
guards can look at it?
If the one in front can't, the 2 on the sides, they can look back probably, and see it. Yeah. But I mean, there's also Grime. There's 5 of you, 4 of them.
Just a thing, by the way, keep in mind, 3 guards, we have 2 rings of disguise, they walk in groups of 5, keep that in mind. Because if Grime can indeed sway them, maybe we can have an easy way in. I mean, but I don't know
Or
how.
we steal their clothes, like these people's clothes, and then we.
Walk
Because
We're
inside.
very much into stealing
they
people's
are-
identities.
They are only 4. We can easily defeat the guards. I don't think the guards are way above level. I think the guards are very easy to knock out. What I'm concerned is the mage. If she tries to sway them, the mage is probably the one who's going to succeed.
I would say so.
So if we knock out the mage, it's going to be easier. That's
Well-
why I'm saying to cast silence. If the guards see, Vesper and Grime can knock out the other two guards, and the one that is with his back turned, he can't hear shit because there's silence. It might be a little. It might be a
Can
little
silence be
weird that
resisted?
But
everything
activating
is silent.
silence will have to make noise and it might alert them. 'Cause there's
She can
verbal.
whisper. She can whisper the silence spell. She doesn't need to scream it.
Yeah, but
Hmm.
like if she casts it too far away, I think they'll notice that it's silenced. Just
The area.
from walking, the clanking of armor and everything.
Could
How
be.
close are we to them right now?
How close do you want to be?
I mean, far enough that they can't see
That they
us,
can't
but
hear
close
us or
enough
see.
that we can see them.
I would say then probably like around 100 feet away from him. To have the conversation, to fully spot
Yeah.
them, you would have to have moved closer, but to have the conversation.
Okay. And what's the range on silence?
120.
That's how far you can be away from the
Yeah,
area.
yeah,
You can't, okay. not
Then it's
the
a sphere of
diameter.
20. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the sphere would cover the entirety of the platform.
Okay.
Were you
And
to
that-
cast it there. Like center to, if you were to cast it at the very center, you would be able to cover the entire platform.
It can't be resisted, right?
No.
No. It just happened.
I think we are overthinking this. We just go, we bam, and done.
It's whenever you want. I cast it and you guys but down.
But damn.
I mean, I have the like the fastest speed, so I can get in there quicker.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Since you have stunning strike, I would say you go for the mage because it's the one that I'm scared of.
Yeah.
And you stun strike, he can't do shit. I can go to one of the guards, and Grime can go to the other one. And Haj'Draal
Okay.
just dances. I don't know.
Thanks.
He can
There's-
cast outside of the silence into the silence, right?
You could
Yeah.
do that, yeah. However, I'd like to remind you that this is night, so if you were to cast like these big projectiles or big spells that have a lot of effects, it would be very easily noticeable that a giant glow appeared in the middle of the jungle.
Whoever is inside will get immunity to thunder damage, by the way.
That is useful information because
Yeah.
Violet's
We
has
don't know
one.
what he
Her
has.
right hand is thunder damage.
It's fine, but my punching still hurts.
Indeed.
Right.
Um,
Tell
Okay,
me
so
what
I
you're
cast
gonna
it. I cast it first, and then you guys go, or right when.
like
You're, like,
you
close.
wait like 3 minutes so we can get in position, and after the 3 minutes you cast it. Can we see the cast? The cast?
Nope.
We don't know, right?
I can like cast you a message being like, now, and then I.
Okay,
Mhm.
perfect.
One thing as well that I would like you guys to consider: you have to also climb atop this platform.
How tall is the
So
platform?
this involves either jumping or full-on climbing.
I had a question actually.
Yeah.
I have a thing that I wasn't sure and I wanted clarification on. I gotta find it again.
But once we are on top,
Yeah.
there's no vegetation, right?
No.
Do I also have to climb it? No,
No.
right?
To cast it,
Okay.
you can center it on the stone. You can see the stone. If you center it there, it would cover the entire area.
Thank God.
Does Grime swaying get inhibited by
She
the
would need
sound?
verbal components to cast these spells, and you
Yeah.
need to talk to the people.
Yeah, because what I was saying with the swing is like the mage could be swayed into telling us what the fuck was going on and all of that.
But the
'cause-
thing is that they might resist it. It depends on the type of swaying. If it's an actual spell, then very likely they're gonna resist it.
Yeah, of course, as with everything, but it's something that would be very, very beneficial.
I mean, if we don't
But it's-
kill him, we just knock him out. We can still question him afterwards.
I suppose.
And we can sway him while he is not while he's knocked out, but while he is like.
I don't
Oh,
think you
yeah.
can sway someone after you knock them out. Be like, hey, I'm sorry.
They would
you're
have-
if we restrain
cute."
him-
They would have advantage on whatever saving throw they were going to make, for sure.
But I can cast friends. I'm your friend.
Mhm.
That's not how the cantrip friends works.
I do have the what's it called? Not command, but mass suggestion. So I can just suggest everyone there. Be like, you're part of our gang now. Yes.
Can that be resisted?
Yeah.
I mean, you can.
It
Just
can.
remember that we still have the inside of the mage tower. We still have to
Yeah,
probably
yeah, yeah.
climb the shit out
It's
of
a
the
lot of
tower.
people as well.
So I believe this one is the easiest
Yeah, yeah,
part. So
I like
I don't
your
know.
idea. I would just do that. Yeah.
So we're going in?
Okay. My question, sorry, I found the
Like-
thing.
Yeah.
It says you can move along vertical surfaces and across liquids on your turn without falling on the move. Can I just like run up?
You could. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
Hot.
I found that the other day. I was like, does that mean I can literally just like run up a wall?
You could probably do that, yeah. I would allow that.
Okay.
And then
So that's
another
cool.
question. How tall is the platform?
So the platform is about like I would say maybe 15 is too much. I can't remember what I said, but I think it's like 10 feet up, 15 feet up max from the ground.
Is it jumpable for me?
No, not without an
Okay,
athletics
but-
check or without inhuman power. You would have
Okay,
to.
so-
You would have to. You can't clear it in one jump because you have low strength, but you could probably acrobatically try this if you were to jump from like a place to from a little outcropping into another one and do an acrobatics check. The DC would be higher.
Okay. Because what I'm thinking is, I can also try something, but it required strength too. Is being, you know, hanging on the
Yeah.
on the platform and and trying to
like
Assassin's
bring him
Creed.
down.
legs out.
Yeah.
Grime is strong, right? Or is she not strong?
Grime is the strongest of the group.
Okay, so she could easily climb it.
She can.
Or jump it.
She bent the metal bars with her bare hands.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. So, give me 1 second. Yeah, just check this out. Okay. So, both Violet and Vesper are the ones moving in, along with Grime, are the ones moving in through this. Grime has some difficulties with stealth. And so what she's going to do, if you give me just 1 moment, I just want to confirm. She's going to cast Pass Without a Trace
Nice.
around all of you. So whoever is traveling with her, which is going to be Haj'Draal, you can join in too if you want.
Yes.
Everybody around is going to get +10 to their next to their stealth checks while around Grime.
Bless you.
You notice her kind of get closer to the ground as she digs into the ground. It's almost like you sense the earth moves the vegetation to cover you a little bit more as you move. And
And
she,
we still have advantage because of the.
yeah, the camouflage. She cracks her neck. All right, I'm ready for this. Which one should I take?
You go to the, I don't know, left guard.
All right.
I go to the right guard, and she's going to the row. To the.
Haj'Draal and everyone else, since you guys are joining. Emily, you're staying back, right, for the silence.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's roll stealth checks.
There you go.
Understand.
So, neutral?
Yeah.
19.
30.
Holy.
Holy.
Oh yeah,
That-
we get the
that-
+10.
The +10, yeah.
+10.
So 29 for Haj'Draal, right?
Yeah.
29
Finally,
for me
I'm
as
not as
well.
slow.
29 for you. a 16 for Grime. I'm rolling.
Tried.
I rolled a 7. This is not going well for her. You guys move through the vegetation until you reach a point where the trees will no longer cover you from the side of the guards pointing their torches down. So you feel like this is the moment to wait for Emily's signal. As you move to that point, Vesper will be the one to get there the fastest, and then both Grime and Violet are going to have to roll for speed here. So.
Wait, roll for speed? How? What?
Yeah, you're gonna have to roll an acrobatics check to see if you reach
okay.
there fast enough, and Grime and athletics to see if she climbs there fast enough. All right. You see Emily then move. You kind of notice the brushes moving, and then there's a moment of pause where you feel like everything is too quiet, where this might be the moment for you to do it. As you notice the guard, the mage, move back to the back of the Riftstone.
Right.
I whistle. I don't know how to whistle. No, there's silence. I can't whistle.
Well, calm down. She hasn't casted it yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right
No, I
now
don't whistle.
I'm gonna cast message. So
Okay.
to give them the signal, like go,
Okay.
and then I'll cast silence right next.
All right. You immediately, as you begin darting forward, Vesper, you run lightning fast up above the platform. You see that your feet make no noise, and it's awkward at first. And as you climb atop the platform, you jump. You notice the guard, the mage, what you guys are calling the mage, the guy with the gloves and the hood, back turned towards you. And in that moment, Grime is going to start climbing. Violet is going to jump. Violet, I need some acrobatics check for you here. And
Come on,
Grime
I have +9.
athletics.
Let's go. Okay. 21.
21. Grime rolled a 24 with a natural 19 for her strength check. As you
roll of the day.
as Violet begins jumping around Emily, you see this Grime kind of jumps like midway to the platform and sinks her hands into the stone, and then jumps up again and drops on top of the platform at the same time that Violet drops as well. Haj'Draal, are you just staying here to watch this, or to stand guard, or do you want to do anything in this moment before we start rolling?
Yeah, I'll stand guard. All
right, you wait to see if anything goes wrong. So first, Vesper, you are already on the way to attack the guy. So if you could do whatever you want to do, if you want to attack him, you may do so.
I'm going to do the whack, the stunning strike on the mage, and I will spend the key point
Very well.
for the. Let me see if it hits first.
All right, yeah, go ahead. Roll.
18?
18 does hit. You have advantage because he didn't notice you.
Oh,
If you
sorry,
want to roll again, see if natural 20 pops up.
Not a natural 20, but 29.
Definitely is going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage, and you say it's a stunning strike, right?
Yes.
Natural 1. He
Okay.
on this first whack in the head, you see him immediately go limp. You don't hear any sound, but he immediately goes into the ground. You have advantage on your next attack. How much damage did this one deal?
12.
12 points of damage. All right. Have advantage on the next one because he's stunned.
He's stunned. Can I reach? No, I can't reach the one that's left, right? The other guard that's left.
The other one is on the opposite side of the platform. You wouldn't have enough movement to do this.
Okay, I wag him again.
Wag him again. Go ahead, advantage.
25.
25 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. 14 points of damage. You whack him again on the side, and You feel the ribs break on your hands as they hold the staff. He is very hurt. But not down.
Not down. I forgot my kit because it's been so long.
You want to flurry of blows him? Is that it?
I don't know if I want. Do I want to do that? I mean, yeah, might as well.
All right. You have advantage on both attacks.
Okay.
So, crazy.
24.
Yeah, that hits.
And 29.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Oh my god. Okay, roll the damage.
I'm sorry, sir.
You're knocking him out, not killing, right?
Yes, right, knocking him out. That was on the first one, which was 9, and then
Yeah.
the second one. Oh, sorry, not that. It was the wrong roll. Sorry.
Fine.
3, 6 plus 5. 11.
Yeah. You whack him twice, like once with your foot, another with your tail. He's knocked out on the ground, cold, drooling, and bleeding from
Okay.
the back of his head. Let's go for the next ones. Violet, you drop in front of one of the guards. Guy has torch and a spear and kind of plate bronze armor with a reddish colored cloak. Colors of the Soul Empire. What do you do?
I drop in front of him. I smile. I instantly knock him in the throat.
Okay.
And try to knock him out.
All right, knockout strike. Is that it?
Yep.
All right, go ahead and roll for the attack first.
Is it at advantage too?
Yes.
Is it a surprise?
Yes, it's a surprise round. They did not see you guys coming with your ridiculous rolls of like 30.
18.
18 does hit. He's not wearing a shield, so his AC is set at a 16 right now.
So 18.
He needs to do a Constitution save, right?
I think so.
Dude, what the fuck?
Knockout. Yeah, 17.
I rolled a 5.
AC. Okay, cool.
So he's incapacitated.
So it's it's so many dice. 8 plus 5 plus 8. 8, 16.
Yeah, I did the math.
Okay.
You jump up and I assume, are punching with your left hand so that the thunder damage doesn't.
Yeah.
And you punch him straight in the throat as lightning zaps across him, and you see him go, his body kind of go limp. And you felt the throat being pushed back, and he's kind of like trying to breathe. It looked like I was sucking a dick there. But in silence too. But yeah, he's not performing air fellatio. He is struggling to breathe, and so he is very, very severely hurt.
Then I'll just, he's on the ground, right?
Yeah.
I'll just knock him out with my elbow.
Elbow strike up top of the head. Go ahead and roll for the attack. You do not have advantage. He's just incapacitated. It's regular.
Yeah, 13.
13 misses as you try to go for the elbow. he still manages to dodge it.
I still have one attack.
One more attack.
13.
You miss again. He's still standing, aware of you. But you look at the other guard, and the other guard, like the one that was in front that nobody attacked, he's still kind of staring out. But you do notice him like touch his ear at that moment. Then Grime, as he kind of seems confused that as he looks at his torch, he's not listening to the fire. Grime is going to go for the other one. So
Whack-a-mole.
her first strike is a bajillion. So let me see.
Scientific numbers.
29 for her first strike. Is she gonna do? It's kind of dangerous. she's not gonna do this. What Grime is going to do. No, she is gonna do this. It's Grime. Who am I kidding? You see her lift up her mace. You see this like beautifully intricate mace with a crystal at the center, and she whacks it straight in the skull of this individual. She's going to dump a first level smite into this. So she's going to deal.
Oh my god.
Give me 1 second.
She's going to do 1 billion damage.
Actually, so 8 plus 5, so that's 13, 19, 19 plus 7, that is 26. She whacks the dude in his head, and you see the head shine with this golden glow and be completely compressed inside of the armor. And as she removes the hammer with no sound and blood oozing out of it, she pushes the body aside. And she is going to... Would she have enough movement? She rolled... do you guys remember? She rolled really high on athletics, right?
Yeah.
Like
24.
24. She's going to then move to the other guy and go for another one of her hits.
The one that it's alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is 28 to hit. Holy shit. I'm glad she had advantage because she rolled a 3 on the other one. She's going to dump another first level smite in this to deal with the situation quickly. Oh my lordy. 16, 23. That is 23, 30. Smashes the head of the other guy instantly as this golden glow appears on it. It seems a little bit flashy in the way that she did it, like the glow, the golden glow, but it doesn't seem to be kind of radiant enough to maybe cause an attention, as it isn't a very big spell, which is only first level. It won't probably be seen across the forest. But she removes the mace off of it, covered in blood. And there's still your guy standing, right?
Yeah.
And she kind of leans on it like a cane and looks at you, smiling. And that's it.
Okay, so it's me again? Is it...
Now, at this moment, Vesper comes around the rift stone, and Vesper, you do see like a guy severely hurt, sucking air dick in front of Violet, but Violet seems to have it under control.
I just look at Grime and I look at Violet. It's like
Violet, you want to finish him off?
I look at Grime, I smile, and I try again.
Okay. All right.
Wait, 13 again? What the fuck?
The guy like pushes your elbow away, and Grime, if you could hear a very loud laughter, it's what you would hear. She's just, her chest is moving with her laughter as you're doing that.
I continue to smile, but I do like a very frustrated smile, like.
Go ahead. 14! Guy moves your arm away again, and he's like scrambling, moving back, fighting for his life.
Please, don't, please. It's my ex-wife. Finally. 24.
Yeah, that is going to hit. Go ahead and roll.
Jesus Christ.
Actually, you don't need to roll damage. The minimum damage would, your modifier
like...
would kill him. Finally, you click him in the head. Are you knocking out or killing?
Knock out. I don't want to kill.
You just do a quick bunk in his head, and he falls on the ground with no noise.
Easy.
You guys are all up on the platform. Haj'Draal, you see them the platform completely clear now as well. And Emily, you also notice them complete their task. What do
Okay.
you guys do?
Then I'll drop silence.
All right, you drop the silence spell. Suddenly, you guys can listen, and you listen like you hear the of blood oozing out and kind of squirting out of the bodies from Grime, Grime's thing that she did there.
Can I check the braces of the mage?
You go back around to get the knocked out mage. You drag him up forward. They seem to be like gloves and bracers that like are singularly fit, and they do have actual glass, like kind of all around them.
Can we take them?
Stained glass, yeah, you can sure take them.
I'll put next to the other braces that I have from the other ones.
All right.
We'll eventually try to
yeah,
see what
eventually
the
you'll
fuck
see
that is.
what they are. Haj'Draal, do you climb up as well?
As they're fidgeting about, I walk up, and I'll walk up to Grimes, and I'll say, "What the hell is going on with you? Why did you kill them?"
Because they were in my way.
We don't do that around here, buddy. At least not intentively as you did.
Didn't I see you drop an ice storm on top of 15 barely out of the womb little warriors? Slaughtering them all? I don't think you're in a position right now, Master Dragonborn, to berate me on my way of doing things. They're dead. They didn't see us. They can't tell anyone about us. Job done. Move along. And no more bullshit.
Ari was insightful to see my words intentively. Sometimes I can't control the power of my spells, but you can control the grip on your hand. Or is that too much of a slob for you as well?
No, I can control both of them, my friend. Very just fine, actually. Maybe if you can't do it with yours, you should, I don't know, pray a little more.
I get you.
Grime,
What?
it was excessive.
Did it not do the job?
Yes, as always, you are efficient.
Then,
However, now what do we do with the bodies?
I don't know. Throw them in the jungle.
Then you do it.
Sure. She grabs one of them and throws it into the jungle, goes and pulls the other one and throws it into the jungle, and it just flies away. You notice Grime is much stronger than she used to be.
Okay. Vesper, help me tie up this mage.
Emily, you joined them at this point?
I'm kind of scared of climbing, I'll be honest. But
I would say
Can I help her up?
Yeah, I'd say that you guys can help her up if you want, so that, you know, there's no problem for her to fall down and crack her head in a stone or something.
Yeah, I'll help her up.
Yeah, between Vesper and Haj'Draal, it's easy enough for you to come up.
And I'll say, Ajahn Esmely. Ajahn Emily. Can you try to, I don't know, check the stone and see if you can find anything about it
okay,
while we tie up the mage?
I smell the stone.
Smells like stone.
Damn. Damn. Okay, I touch it. Do I feel something
Warm.
warm?
Yeah.
Emily, please don't leak anything.
I already have like my tongue out at the moment she says that. It goes back.
While they're doing this, Haj'Draal is walks up to the corpses that Grimes threw away, and he like kneels down as to
My
make
brother,
a prayer for them.
they are like.
Oh,
deep
they
in-
got hurled away that far.
hurled deep into the jungle. You have to go down the platform and go find them.
Well, never mind then. I guess I'll just make a silent prayer then. I'll close my eyes.
Very well.
Can I see what that rock is? Or
Yeah.
since
Now
we
that you're
rolled before?
closer, I will allow you another Arcana check.
Okay. Please, please. Natural 20 for 21.
This seems the pattern on the runes seems very similar to what would be let me just confirm so that I don't do poopy. I need to confirm the type of magic that it is. Yeah, exactly. You notice what would be abjuration runes, so protective magic, but on a natural 20, the intricacy on the center of this runic kind of spiral that is around the stone, you notice that the intricacy is made to undo spells. But only undo them up to a certain potency, meaning that from a certain potency up, they will not be undone. And, well, since it's a natural 20, I will give that to you. That this undoes any 3rd level or below magic. And the way that the runes are set up indicates that there are at least 2 more of these.
Oh.
But
isn't smite a spell?
Yes.
And it didn't do anything.
No, which gets to my point. It seems like this is part of a this is part of a set of 3 that are setting up a barrier behind the stones.
So behind is a tower.
Behind is the platform of the tower.
Okay.
And when you notice this, you look at the stone and you see that the spiral that comes out of this, it spreads behind the stone and then spreads into the ground, and there's like a runic almost slightly faintly glowing trace that goes all the way up to the tower platform above. You also on natural 20 understand that if you were to break one of these, the entire thing would go down.
Let's break it.
This has been very fun to just to set up multiple tiers of information and then you just roll natural 20s and get all of them. It's been very fun to do that.
But if we do that, won't we just also kill a bunch of people?
Not necessarily. This is just what breaking the circle here is just going to shut down the protective barrier that stops you from casting 3rd level and under magic.
Oh, great.
My silence was level 2.
Yeah.
And it was okay.
It is okay.
Was on the stone.
Exactly, because these stones are affecting a barrier or creating a barrier that is tighter around the tower than they're outside of this magic.
Yeah, just making sure. All right, I go to Violet, and I say, "Well, I licked it anyways, and I found out some stuff, and I relay all the information." Yeah.
Very well.
Do you have any knowledge about this rune magic? How does it work? How can we destroy it?
Natural 20 says that there are 2 ways. You either break the stone or you just do a little notch on one of the runes. And if you just do a little notch, it will break the entire equation.
And do you know if we
Yes, I do.
if we scratch one of the runes and break the spell, will it warn the creator of the thing?
There seems to be a setup in the runic circle that would issue a warning, yes?
Alerta! Alerta!
It would do
Okay,
the
so-
Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Or we destroy the rune and warn everything inside, probably, or anyone inside, or we destroy anyway, or we don't destroy and we cannot cast 3rd level or under spells.
Hmm.
Did we see another way into the tower from here?
No. There seems to be only one way in from what you've circled around and saw. I mean, you haven't seen the back of the tower yet, so you don't know, but right now here there are no gates, and the windows remain those windows that I mentioned before, of this dull glass that seems to just be there. Not serve exactly as a window.
If we threw a rocket.
Grime goes, so... And she points her mace at the stone. Should I?
We don't know. We are discussing.
Does either of the mage or the other guy have anything else of interest on them besides the gloves?
Roll an investigation check for me.
I don't like being a paladin. I want to.
17?
17. You find, between all of them, a total of 25 gold. 25 gold pieces.
Rich.
And you do find on the mage a crumpled letter.
A letter.
Lore.
You read it, and essentially these are orders directed to the Tsolavan, which then you... The Tsolavan are a special unit within the Soul Empire of Vitromancers.
Vitro.
Vitromancer.
Yes. Vitromancers have magic that is based on the manipulation of glass.
Hence the bracers.
That's why he had the glass globes.
They are also... Actually, Emily, you're proficient in history. Whoever's proficient in history, please roll a history check for me.
Yes. I have expertise. Let's see. 20. No, 17. No 20, but 17.
Okay. There are tales of them in Herskellen, of this special unit of the Tsolavan. They are what encouraged the kingdom to also have their own unit of mages, and specifically mages that are specialized in anti-maging, let's say. The Tsolavan are regarded to be extremely dangerous if obviously given the time to act. Vitromancy on you don't exactly know any legends regarding this, but it's always been said that Soul Empire mages are difficult to counterspell.
What did the note say?
The note is the order to come here and protect the Grand Arcanist, issued by none other than Empress Diana of the Soul Empire. Diana Amir of the Soul Empire. Directly to the Tsolavan. It has the Imperial Seal. It has her signature. Obviously, it wasn't her, like, sending a letter to this guy. I want to clarify that. This is just, the Imperial Order that was delivered
to be here.
Yeah.
Why? Did they know?
I mean, there's a war going on.
That is true. Maybe there is nothing to do with
Maybe
us.
they were
Probably
worried
not.
they would come here.
Then
And, I mean, if they cut off this area they cut off the water to Awaza, Awaza suffers.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
I'm very proud of that.
I would say we destroy the runes and pray for the best. Haj'Draal prays.
You can pray too, you're paladin.
I can pray. I
Yeah.
pray. And Grime prays.
Yeah, sure.
I will not pray.
So Grime says, shall I?
What do you guys say?
Yes?
Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
She, with her mace, enchanted and magical, she just places it on one of the runes and then scratches it, and you see the glow just stops. And
Run.
it doesn't have any noticeable effect elsewhere. You do notice, however, like there's like this faint shimmer, like hot air around the tower that just vanishes.
See, you can be gentle.
Right.
And now they know.
I'm always gentle with stone. I'm an Earth Genasi. Why are you looking like that at me? Violet?
Oh, right.
I forgot what you were.
Right.
Let's go.
Um,
And she begins climbing the rest of the cliff to reach the platform of the tower. You guys do the same?
yeah.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Land on the tower platform. No vegetation here. It's just like reddish dirt. The tower immense in front of you, and you know this stone platform on which it stands. And to your left would be the way that you would need to go to the gates, which would be right behind the whole encampment.
And there's nothing to the left? Do we see any more gates, windows?
No, to the
Passages,
right?
anything?
No, nothing to the right. At this, from where you stand, you aren't like exactly close to the tower. You're like at the edge of the platform as you stand, so you're not close to the tower yet. You would have around 40 feet of ground before you were actually like up at the walls.
And we don't see any mice interests? So we can crawl.
You can roll a perception check if
underground
you want.
I don't want to go to the fucking door. Perception?
Yeah.
14.
No doggy doors in here. You do on a 14 notice that the tower is pretty big.
I just say, that's pretty big.
It is.
Grime says, I've heard you say that before.
What?
And she just like pets her hand.
Ugh, okay. Let's go. Let's go where? Let's go to the door?
Just kind of makes a face. He's like,
I'm exclusively doing this because of Vesper. I want to put Vesper in the worst possible awkward situations.
she is suffering right now.
So you guys want to try to go to the main door?
Yeah, I don't think we have
I don't know any other
way.
way.
Yeah.
Can I like percept see if there's any alternatives or anything?
No. I mean, other than what you guys have seen already. I mean, you can like, I guess, walk up to the tower and touch it. That's about it.
Okay,
Or you
wait,
can go around it the whole way.
Yeah. I mean,
No, like the tower is made by what?
It's made of. It seems to be stone. It seems to be like
Yes.
marbly stone.
I can cast stone shape to create
And
like
create
an
a
entrance.
hole?
Yeah, and then we whoosh whoosh whoosh.
I mean, if that works, I'm down for it.
that'd be pretty cool.
But it might be worse. We don't know where we're gonna enter. Might
I
be
mean,
the
if we go in the
toilet.
front, if we
Just-
go into the front gate,
There's someone,
everybody
like-
knows we're there.
Yeah. But imagine it's a toilet and someone is just crapping and we're like,
Easy
It's the Grand
target.
Arcanist taking a grand shit. A grand
this is
magical
grand-
shit.
the grand shit in the grand toilet.
I believe that it's our best option. I don't think entering in the front gate is going to be great.
Yeah, I'm down for Emily trying to stone shape the as a door.
Right. Do you have to touch for stone shape, or is it at a range?
I have to touch.
All right. So you're gonna go stone shape the wall?
Yeah. Do we have to choose where or?
Oh, I was assuming. So, you are kind of like almost on the right side of the tower. So you're kind of facing the. It's a square tower, so you're kind of facing the right side of it. It can be on this wall. You can go back and do it on that wall. It's however you prefer.
What do you guys
But
think?
you also do know that there are 3 other rune things, which means there might be more guards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but on this side right now, there's no one.
No
and
one.
we killed the guards on this side, so I believe this is our best option. This side.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Is the wall less than 5 feet thick?
You wouldn't know.
Okay, so there is a possibility that this fails because it can't be more than 5 feet thick.
As long as it doesn't backfire.
That's pretty thick though.
Yeah, it won't backfire. It just can fail.
Okay, I was
pretty
worried
much.
that maybe we would become the stone wall or some shit like that.
I mean,
we are the
it's a-
stone.
It's a mage tower, so it can always backfire. We don't know about any traps,
Yeah, it's,
any
Yeah.
magical traps.
it was made of live magic stone, and the stone goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" and waxes in the head.
And it hugs Emily.
Oh.
I can make a stone door. So it's a door for us.
Yeah. Okay, so you walking up to do the spell?
Yes.
All right. You're like 40 feet away from the wall, so you're
With a standing guard around her.
yeah. You gingerly walk, and as you're like about 20 feet away from it, you step, and
Uh-oh.
Emily vanishes, and then Emily, you appear behind them.
So cool.
And you all see, Haj'Draal especially, and Vesper higher passive perceptions. You see these tiny little spheres glowing in the walls of the tower. They're kind of just hidden in crevices and pillars that just glow faintly blue and then go dull again. These they're the size of a head, pretty much.
Cool.
I'll have to disable that then.
Spell magic.
Up.
Oh, how
those
high?
spheres?
They are about, I would say, 20 feet. One is 25, the other one is 20 feet. They're kind of like, set like at a distance from each other.
So we have to handle that. How far did you say, sorry?
20 feet, one of them, 25, the other one. Both of them did glow.
Alright. Well, let's do it then. I'll cast Guiding Bolt.
We're going to
That
try to
is-
break.
Is
That-
that very
but like,
flashy?
yeah, it's flashing.
That is
but
very
they're gonna
shiny.
yeah, they're gonna see.
Oh, I don't know what to do. Sacred Flame is also shiny. I don't know what to do. Everything alerts. How do we take care of that?
I think
Try,
Missy
try
said
to
dispel.
dispel magic.
Yeah.
Oh, literally dispel Oh, okay. I thought you meant
He went-
spell magic. I was like, wait, are we really attacking? Okay,
Dude, this was gonna be dispel magic too, but in a more violent way.
yeah.
It was a different approach.
Yeah, I misunderstood. I was, what the fuck?
If you guys want to throw shit at it, you can also throw shit at it.
I'll try dispel magic.
Dispel
I'll try
magic on
dispel
which
magic.
one? 25 feet or the 20 feet?
Okay, let's do on the 25 feet one first.
All right. You cast Dispel Magic at what level?
I'll cast it at level. Let's do a level 4.
Level 4. You hold out your hand, focusing on the magic surrounding the sphere, and it begins charging up with runes around it, and then dissipates into fog. Seems to have worked on that one.
Okay, then straight up to the next one.
At which
Dispel
level?
magic on that one, level 4 as well.
Alright, same thing happens. Both are dispelled.
Now I go.
Nice.
Right? You walk forward. This time as you step, you're not teleported away. You move close to the wall, and you're going to cast Stone Shape.
Please work.
The stone opens
It did work.
to more stone.
It
is.
It's like
is-
a door, but I open the door and it's just like stone.
It's thicker than the 5 feet.
Ah,
But you can just open another one if you want to.
Keep going, Emily. Most gamblers quit before they win big.
oh my god, do I do like multiple doors?
You can. I mean, this is exactly the meme of the guy with
Yeah.
the pickaxe.
The big-
Mining away.
Fuck it, I'll do it again.
What level is that? What level is that spell?
Fourth level.
Fourth level.
Holy fuck! Oh no!
You open it to a room.
Ah,
Oh. Hey, okay.
The walls are they're a little bit more than 10 feet, but I'm gonna say that, you know, for the purposes of the narrative, that you managed to clear these extra like 12, or excuse me, extra 2 or 3 feet of wall with the final cast of your spell. And it opens up to a room.
Is there anybody in the room?
Guess we'll check. Guess we'll
yeah, I
find out.
signal you so
You're
that
gonna have to walk inside.
Can I like can I just maybe I wouldn't be the indicated person to do this because you know armor and all that, but like do a little surveying like with the like along the wall trying to look. I mean, if there was someone in the room, we'd already be fucked because we just opened up a hole in the wall to begin with.
I mean, we have this guy's we have this guy's ring. We can disguise as one of the mages.
Yeah, but like, why
Or a
would they
guard.
We can go
create a-
through a door in the wall.
Yeah,
It doesn't
like
matter.
doors.
Just say, wait, it's just me, and then bam. So
Can
they
we-
just don't go running. And,
All right, I'll transform myself into like a mage. Yes.
Can the stone wall be dispelled? Like, can it be closed down again?
So you
I
have to
mean,
cast Stone Shape again.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we can like try to.
No, I don't want to use more
this is
slots on
This
this.
is the most Looney Tunes way of doing things I've seen you guys do. And
Oh
usually
my
you're pretty
God.
Looney Toony.
Does anyone have rocks to build a wall then? To
Okay, so first of all, as you guys look inside, there seems to be light inside of the space. It's like very well lit, actually. Kind of in bluish light that you know those things that you buy on Amazon that like project a bunch of lights into the ceiling?
Mm.
It has kind of like that effect of waviness blue around there. Do you want to enter the room?
Yeah.
All right.
Should we do the surveying first, like a peek in, and
Yeah.
see
I go first. I'm already dressed
Yeah.
as a mage.
So go ahead and roll perception check for me.
Cuckoo.
Peekaboo.
22.
Oh damn.
No one is inside. At
I
least
look
no
back.
person.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
And we just go in like on our tippy toes like this.
Like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, fucking Looney Tunes. That's
Is there like a
what.
bookshelf we could push in front of the hole that we created?
There is. However,
Oh, damn.
I would like to remind you that this is a 10-foot long tunnel that you guys just fucking did. So even if you put a
as long
bookshelf.
as I can't see it from the inside if they walk
Okay.
in.
Oh.
Very well. Very well.
But is there something on the outside that we could use?
There isn't. It's just dirt.
There's no rock.
Look, guys, you have committed to a hole in the mage tower.
Yeah.
You have to commit to the hole in the mage tower. You Tom and Jerry this, now you're going to Tom and Jerry this to the end.
I want to use my survival to make a.
You can't.
We can push the bookshelf.
Yeah.
Like to the outer edge of the hole.
It doesn't fit
that-
the 10-foot thing. The one
But
that
it's
is right next to
something.
it.
It's nighttime, so it's something.
All right. Sure.
Yeah,
you cover,
it's
you
like
cover it as
covering
best as
cover.
you can. You cover it as best as you can. I will
And
I will
I
let you
put
do that.
just some druid craft. I put some vines.
In the
I don't know,
okay.
Match the decor.
But we're inside already. We're just.
I made like 2 doors, so like.
Yeah. Whatever. You guys cover it so at least light doesn't leak out. Of
It,
Yeah,
it doesn't because
exactly.
it's a door, so like
Yeah.
it's just
Oh yeah, you
Closes.
can exactly. You
Close
made an
the door.
actual door.
Yeah.
2 doors. Yeah.
And they can see.
All right. So you walk into a marble-floored room with geometrical patterns of all sorts on the ground, focusing on the white and light blue colors. Very similar to the institute, the High Institute, where you guys were, of the Shimmering Tower.
I wrinkle my nose.
At the very center, there's a golden kind of dual spiral, kind of like a double helix, that reaches up to the ceiling, which is about 15 feet tall. And inside this spiral, kind of at ground level, there seems to be like some sort of platform. Like there's a door, an entryway to this platform that is at the center of this spiral. You see books that are just blipping in and out of existence, which is something you've witnessed before as well. And then you see ice sculptures. And you notice that it's a little bit chilly in here. There's like a little statuettes of a woman holding a sword up. Then there's like some spiky structures, like jagged shapes that are kind of all around spread in this room. In front of the golden spiral, though, and as you walk in, you notice that you see a floating golden orb with this water kind of in globules slowly moving around this golden floating orb as if gravity didn't affect it. And as you walk in, the orb moves in your direction,
Oh no,
and
I don't.
Uh-oh.
you hear, "Greetings, I am Bubbles, your friendly Arcane Butler system, connected to all magic within the tower. It seems you have breached the Grand Arcanist's initial defenses. Your presence here is unauthorized. Could you please identify yourselves and inform me of your business?"
Oh boy.
I'm trying to think if I can even like persuade a freaking AI robot.
Grime looks at the orb, and when you say Grime, she lifts up her mace.
Do you want to destroy it? No. I am Theron Bosor. I am a mage from your team. I am here to accompany prisoners.
The water around it kind of flows a little bit faster. Understood. Would you mind answering a few more questions?
Yes.
For clarification, are you by any legal stretch of the imagination an interplanar threat?
No.
In the event of an interplanar breach, would you more often find yourselves breaching or being breached, so to speak?
Being breached.
Do you have any particular inclination towards speaking falsehoods when truth inconveniences you?
No.
Could you roll a deception check for me, please?
Yeah.
Like as Emily is trying to talk to him, like Haj'Draal just squinting like at Violet and Grime is like,
I don't know.
A 16.
16. Okay.
I wish Gramps were here.
Bubbles continues. In the
hypothetical situation that you were an interplanar threat, would you hide your origin if it stopped you from reaching your goal?
No.
Thank you for answering. Please step on the platform to be taken to the next level. The result of this test will be delivered upon arrival.
And it floats to the kind of like small arch and door that leads you to the platform.
Okay, do we just go? I think we don't have a choice, so we
God,
just go and
what
we'll
the
see what
fuck?
happens.
We ball?
Fuck it, we ball.
Fuck you, we ball.
Just a question. It won't change anything. But from what we see, what kind of room is this?
It seems to be kind of a lounging area. There are books that are blipping from the bookcases into like the table, or from one bookcase to the other. There are like chairs and it's kind of like a lobby, to the best of your understanding.
So it's not connected to the front door.
It is. You see the front door to your left, like behind
we
it to your
evaded
left.
the guard.
Okay, let's go then.
Get out of this room.
I'm starting to think that this was the exact outcome that would have happened if we just walked through the door.
Maybe.
Like,
Probably.
we wasted 2 level 4 slots for this.
So you guys walk on the platform, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
all
I just wanna
step
see
in.
what's gonna happen.
You all step in, and Bubbles kind of stands in front of you, but outside.
Wait, before
Yeah.
we step in, I want to cast Bless on all of us. Lord help us, please.
All right, you cast Bless on the 4 of you or the 5?
The 5, so that's a level 3 Bless.
Level 3 Bless. Everybody is blessed.
Please help us.
You step into the elevator. Bubbles it goes in front of you, and he says,
Disclaimer. I am still a test unit, and my sentience is a limited extension of my creator's magic. I do not know all words, nor the meaning of all words, but you are welcome to teach me some. If you are sad, inconvenienced, or annoyed that this disclaimer was mentioned after you answered questions which could potentially result in danger to your physical integrity, please do note that my creator doesn't care, and I do not have the capability to relate to you. I've been Bubbles, your friendly Arcane Butler system.
and as he says this, water begins surrounding the platform and the golden spiral that you see. And you notice it as it flows around faster and faster. This turbulence turns the water opaque, and your stomach kind of lifts up, and you recognize this kind of as a similar sense when Emily Dimension Door of a teleport of sorts, and then it settles back. As it settles back, the water begins to recede. And as the water recedes, you are now inside another chamber. It is circular as well, but the platform where you stand isn't at the center of the chamber, but instead on its edge. At the center, there's another golden spiral, and contained in it, you see a spiral of blue energy that shines bright, bright, bright at the center, almost white. The chamber is built in stone. Wait, I lost it. Oh yeah, except for the floor, which is the same marble, and the ceiling is quite tall. Maybe you can barely if it wasn't so well lit, you wouldn't see it. You would just see dark. But it is quite a ways away. And you also notice that there are actually quite a few of those spheres that you dispelled outside on the walls. In fact, the walls are covered entirely in these spheres.
No.
You then hear kind of echo in the voice of Bubbles across this sort of this entire space. You hear.
Nah.
Interplanar threat possibly detected. Engaging test defensive measures. If this is a mistake, please engage the correct runes into the Banishment Loop interface platform. If you do not know the correct runes, then search for them. If you've forgotten them again, creator, you have instructed me to tell you. Focus, Denise. It's the 13th time already. Warning! Warning! Disengaging the Banishment Loop interface platform requires a momentary shortage in Arcana within the Sapphire Tower. Minimal commodities will be maintained.
And I need you to roll initiative.
Oh no!
What did it say? Focus the knees? It's
It's the 13th, the 13th time
13th.
already.
Is
Why?
the knees the name or the knees the knees?
The knees, the name of the
Oh.
Grand
Ah, I
Arcanist.
thought the knees. I was like, it's a hint. I have to like crouch and like near the knees.
Yeah,
Oh my
so-
god.
No.
All right, so you guys would have been dropped. Oh, I forgot to put the platform on the map. You guys would have been dropped here. So, let me go here. I need to do some notes. All right, can you guys tell me your initiatives, please?
5.
Okay,
20.
20 for Vesper,
18.
18 for Emily,
15 for me.
15 for you. Grime goes here as well. You said 15, right? All right. Okay, so top of the round, initiative, count 20. I'm gonna have to roll actually something first. You see the. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you're going to. You notice the spheres on the walls begin to charging up, and Violet, I need you to roll a charisma saving throw for me.
Charisma. 16.
16. Violet disappears. I will describe you something, but you cannot act, only on your turn.
Okay.
As you vanish, you immediately have to hold your breath. You find yourself under the sea, at the bottom of it, actually. The sand and silt beneath you move and shuffle as creatures camouflaged within wiggle their fins, rushing past you, running or swimming away from an oversized octopus that just wraps your tentacles around you and then whoosh, moves past you and lets you go. There's a cluster of coral gathered not too far from you. This is what you see in the darkness under the sea. Vesper, it's your turn.
Yes. Do I see runes anywhere?
Can you roll a perception check for me, please?
Yeah. Dirty 20.
On the central device, you see that it is surrounded by what seems to be kind of a control station. It has a bunch of books on top of it, but... I should switch this to the battle screen, even though this is not really a battle, so that they can see. And it's a new battle screen done by Fish, which means map bigger. You, at the center there, Vesper, see that there are what seem to be like... It's not really buttons, it's kind of like... It's elevated slots of square runes. And there are at least like 20 of them just over there. And you now realize what Bubbles meant with the correct runes. But it is over there by the control station.
And there's nothing on the walls or like by
The
these
spheres.
spheres or anything.
Just the spheres on the walls.
Oh shit! You said there were books on the thing.
Yeah, there are books that are laid on top of the control station. It seems.
Can I go there and like look at the books?
I would say yeah, you can go there, but to look at the books, we're gonna need to get onto your next turn for you to be able to really like actually see if there's something useful.
Okay.
The first 2 or 3 that you see, all seem to be storybooks.
Oh,
You see one copy of the Magical Journeys of Big Blue. You see another copy. You see another copy of the Interplanar Threat, which is another storybook. You see another copy of the Great Wanderings of Willow, right there on top of the sort of. It's not really like a desk. I can't say. It's more like an inclined surface that is just around there with where the buttons are. So
okay.
that's gonna be your turn, Vesper.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't like. Do I recognize any of the runes on the?
No.
Like.
It's an
Okay.
alien language to you. So I'm gonna move you up there to the edge. Grime is up next, and she's like, "What the fuck?" And she's gonna move next to you and start looking at the runes as well. And she turns to you, Vesper, and says, "Should I just press them randomly?"
I don't know what will happen. I don't think that's a good idea.
She lifts up her mace. Do I destroy it?
Well, then if you break it, we certainly can't enter in the runes.
Shit. She's gonna
I
hold.
know.
She's gonna hold her action to attack it. If any of you guys tell her to attack, she will hold her action to attack. Emily, your turn.
Okay, I'll go up to the runes.
Yeah.
Do I recognize?
No. The
not-
runes, not a single one. The runes you do know, however, from your expertise with magic, these are not magical runes. This is a completely made up language. In fact, the shapes of some of them kind of look like animals. There's one that looks kind of like a dog. There's another one that looks kind of like a bird. There's another one that looks like a chair. It's a complete kind of made up language that sits on top of this device.
Do I see any book with animals or book that looks like a dictionary?
Roll perception check for me.
Ay. Dirty 20.
On a dirty 20, no. You see a couple more storybooks, and then you do see one that says, excuse me, conjuration magic to escape social interactions. It's one of the books that you find there.
Cool. Okay. Is there anything else that I can do, or my action is done?
I would say you can try to do something else if you want to, but like even the glow of standing next to this what seems to be like a core of sorts, it is kind of difficult. If you have like anything light to do, I would say maybe, but otherwise,
I want to touch one of the runes.
right? You touch it, it's like metal. They are made carved in metal. It's like almost gold, actually.
And nothing happens? We touch it?
Oh, you want to press them or just touch?
Yeah.
You want to press them. So you press one of the runes. Roll a d20 for me.
Oh my god, no! Okay. 1!
Let me look at the list.
Please, let it be the
The
best
list.
one.
list. I'm so scared.
Okay. As you click one of the runes, the number 1 rune, you feel your hand grow suddenly warm, warmer. You're gonna take 4 points of fire damage.
Okay.
As it sears your hand, you have to remove it. You touch the dragon rune.
Okay, so 1 is dragon. Alright. That's it.
All right.
Okay.
After Emily, it's Violet's turn, but before that, the spheres, they glow and they seem to be like glowing hot, and suddenly all of you guys inside this chamber are underwater. As water just covers the entire thing, and you start kind of floating. Grime stays down. She's rock.
She's heavy.
and she's just watching you guys begin to float as the entire thing is water. Violet, it's your turn.
You said I see a coral reef there. At what distance?
It's you can move there. It's about like 25 feet away from you.
Okay, if I look up, I can see no.
You look up,
surface.
you see this enormous fish-like creature with a long sort of tail, shark tail, just move above you. Like you just see the silhouette of it. The side fins are jagged in shape, but you can't like make out any other detail. And there's just like the faintest hint of light above, but it is so far away. It's just dark and blue, and with the faintest hint of light, you're at the bottom of the sea.
And the moment the giant octopus passes through me,
Yeah.
can I grab it and go with him?
It would not allow you to grab it. You would have to contest it if you want to. But I would say at this moment it would already have passed. You would not be able to grab it. It just moves past you really fast.
Okay, I'm going to the coral, I guess, and
Alright.
see if I can see anything else.
You swim, and you notice that you are swimming faster than you usually do. It seems like there's this element of shimmering magic still on you that is kind of protecting you from the effects of being in an elemental plane. And you swim there to the coral, and as you reach the edge, you notice that it is a giant chasm of black that goes down, down, and down. Roll a perception check for me.
I don't want to. I want to close my eyes. Hi.
There
It
it
counts.
goes.
I lost it. I need to roll another. Perception.
Yeah.
7.
On a 7, you see, and it's not very hard to see this one, down, like kind of in between these corals, you see something, kind of something glowing, something that would look like a rune, but you're on a 7, you can't quite make out its shape. But you can make out the 2 eyes that open in the dark chasm.
Okay.
That's gonna be your turn.
Okay.
Haj'Draal, it's your turn.
Fuck, well, I don't know if I should dispel magic. I'm scared that it will keep Violet there forever.
Yeah, I have no
Do we just start slamming the runes, see which one works?
You're underwater. You can swim easily here, Haj'Draal.
What did you say, Ray?
We saw how many. Did we see how many runes there were on the thing?
20.
On the,
Yeah, there's
there were
20.
20. Okay.
Ay. Alright, well, I guess Haj'Draal will swim towards the runes way. How far is it?
All right, you swim towards runes. You can easily because you can swim due to your harpoon at full speed. So you can
Yes.
move there next to Vesper, next to Emily, whoever you want.
Next to Emily, yeah, right here.
Yeah.
I'll try to press one of the runes, I guess.
All right. Roll d20 for me.
6.
A stool appears next to you, and you feel like a push from the button, and you sit down on the stool as you press
While you're
this
floating?
button. You press a button that is shaped like a stool.
Can I? Well, that's my action, right? Well, there's not much more.
Pressing fish things. I don't know.
That's,
All right.
It's a water plane thing, so
yeah.
So, Haj'Draal, it's gonna be your turn. I'm sorry. With the pushback, it automatically ends your turn, which comes to initiative count 20. Violet. You are teleported away again and appear inside the room, underwater still, as your friends are there. I need Emily to make a charisma saving throw for me.
Okay. 14.
14. Emily vanishes. Emily, I'm going to describe to you what you see, okay? You do with it on your turn whenever it comes. Sound of rushing air. Cold wind and the resistance are what hit you first. You open your eyes and you're falling. You're falling, and beneath you there are only fluffy white clouds beneath you and around you, covering the sky and letting it shine through a few cracks in this fluffiness. There are some closer clouds, others farther away, and then breaking through the clouds, a scale whale? No, it seems to be a whale, at least, but its fins are feathered, and the body is a lot more slender than the scale whale's was, as you see this creature dive into another cloud farther ahead.
Hey, flying whales!
That's actually an appropriate shirt for today. A bird flies past you at an insane speed, Emily, and you rotate on the air. You start kind of spinning, and as you look up, you stabilize yourself. You see floating mountains. Vesper, it's your turn.
Okay. We're still underwater, right?
Still underwater.
Did the books like float away, or are they still?
The books are like just underwater, floating away, and the page is obviously wet. It's just pieces of parchment floating.
Can I look at the thing in the middle, the like swirling vortex of energy or whatever that is? Is there anything on there or on the ground around it or anything that I can see?
Roll a perception check for me again. As you're kind of swimming to stay in place and holding your breath, all of you.
14.
On a 14, you see there's quite a few runes. These magical runes, similar to what you saw outside, that connect first of all, are on the golden spiral that contains this sphere of energy, and then spread out from the room, and into the walls and beyond, kind of like a web of runes that just spreads out. You don't quite know what these runes mean, but you at least managed to point them out to everyone else as you are now specifically looking at this.
Okay. Can I see if any of them match what's on the console thing?
None of them do. This is actually magical language and not just random gibberish.
Ah, dang it. What if I try to break them like the stone?
You can I would allow you to do that. With one of your magic staves, you can certainly break one. Do you want to try?
Yeah, maybe it'll disrupt something.
All right, you break one of them, and as you do, you see a few of the spheres kind of flicker a little bit. That's what you see. And the line is disrupted. Some of the spheres are now kind of flickering.
Could I do a twig? Would I be able to do anything else at that point, or? At
this point, no.
Okay.
This is it. We're pretty loose here.
Okay.
Grime's still gonna hold. Emily, it's your turn.
Do I see any runes, any symbols, like the ones that
Where are you looking?
I mean, I'm falling right now, so...
Yeah. You're looking up towards
Everywhere.
the floating mountains, or are you looking to the clouds? Where are you looking?
I would say the clouds.
You look to the clouds. Roll a perception check for me. Let's see, depending on how high you roll.
22.
You look at the clouds kind of around you, and you find like these beautiful shapes on them, as the clouds kind of look, how should I say, like they shape like the fist, then like a sword. You know, it seems like it's your brain imagining things, and you track the clouds. You track this cloud that looks almost like a wagon or a convoy of things floating out into the sky. And then you look at the floating mountains and you adjust your head and you notice that it's kind of a perspective puzzle. And you join them up together and you find exactly what seems to be the shape of an odd spoon in between the cracks of all of the mountains.
Okay.
And this matches one of the shapes that you saw. And with that, Emily, concludes your turn as back inside the room, strong winds begin to sweep, and the water all vanishes. And as the winds push and push on you, but you can already breathe, that's where we're going to end today's session, because we are already on time. And our boy, Haj'Draal, needs his rest. And we will pick up where we left off at 15, which was Violet's turn.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, let me switch back to the song here. Awesome.
We're totally not in danger for our lives now. The soundtrack is.
Yeah,
At least
now
we're not
you guys
underwater.
At least you're not underwater now. Anyway, GG's guys, that was awesome. You managed to get inside, which is already good. To anybody out there watching us, we're gonna kind of leave in a hurry, but thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. I hope you guys had fun. And don't forget, this is on YouTube. This is also live streamed on Twitch every Saturday, and next Saturday we're gonna be here for whatever happens next.
Yes.
Which is definitely going to be exciting. We barely scratched the surface. So yeah, you guys take care. Have fun, stay hydrated, be friends to one another, and we will see you next week. Bye bye.
Yes. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.